I'm ready for the men to get back to being the men. With so much going on in today's world, there is so many things pulling men in the wrong direction. There's so many things out here trying to make men feel less than what they actually are. There are so many things out here, people, women, social media, telling men how they need to be acting. It's an extinction, I will say right now, of men that are just purpose led, men that are men of God, men that are actually operating in their masculine essence. Now, I think that duality is an important thing to keep in mind because men also have feminine traits within them, but you have to know when to channel those feminine traits. We're not supposed to be operating in that on an every single day basis. But there are sides of us where we have to be nurturing. There are sides of us where we need to tap into our emotions. There are sides of us where we have to channel and operate in our feminine essence because that is also a part of us. That is a part of being a man. But our true divine essence is masculinity. But with masculinity, true masculinity is somebody that knows how to tap into their emotions, not be governed by their emotions, but be an observer of your emotions, because that's where vulnerability comes in. That is being masculine. Talking about your feelings, talking about how something is making you feel, telling people about themselves, loving on yourself, taking care of yourself. That is what masculinity actually looks like in practice and in real time. But I think the masculinity I'm talking about right now is the order and structure that we need in our day-to-day and in our society. It seems like the men just don't want to be the men anymore. We got to get back to that. we got to get back to that. Testosterone levels is low out here. Trust me, I know. I done did the research. I seen it. And just navigating life, I see a lot of men acting like the women. And let me get on the women for a little bit because y'all try so hard to call men sassy for the littlest things. Is it sassy, or is it just a man telling you how to treat him? Or is it just a man speaking up for himself? Or is it just a man that's not going for your bullshit? Let's be real now. Y'all say any and every single thing to try to demasculate men. Demasculate, emasculate. Women are out here trying to do that. And I blame the feminist movement. You know what I mean? And a lot of women truly won't agree or understand what it is that I'm saying. But the feminist movement is what has separated and created a divide amongst men and women to where they are trying to compete with us. They think that we are equals. I don't believe that we are equals. I think we are our own unique being with different capabilities and different strengths. I believe in a natural order in life, the same way that the Trinity is set up. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. I think in the same way with the family structure. God, man, woman, child. So there is a natural order in just the way that life goes. Our chemical makeups are completely different. Our chemical makeup, biological makeup are completely different. No woman can ever beat my ass. No matter how much rah-rah she might be doing, it just will never happen. Like, it will just never happen just because of the way that I am created opposed to the way that she is created. There are just certain things that I can do and excel at that a woman will never be able to do and excel at, and vice versa. Now, don't get me wrong. This is not a shot at women. This is not for me to bash women, but it's just to put things into perspective for our men that we got to step up. We got to lead. We are the leaders. We are the leaders of the household. We are the ones that are in the front. We are the ones that should be setting the standard. She should be following you, not the other way around. Now, there are certain areas and times where your wife and your woman will be leading in certain areas. That's just how it goes. but she is not the sole leader. That is not her job. Now you're putting her in her masculine essence. And that's not good. She gonna be trying to control, dictate, talk to you crazy, and not give you the respect that you deserve. So as a man, it's important for you to get your priorities in order. It's important for you to get your money in order. It's important for you to heal accordingly. It's important for you to have your own mind, to think for yourself and not be consumed by the thoughts and opinions of other people. It's important for you not to be controlled by the world and how the world wants you to live your life and run your household. It's on you. You set this tone. You set the standard. You dictate how people treat you. You gotta carry yourself a certain way. You gotta care about yourself. You gotta care about this life. You gotta care about the purpose that God entrusted you with. That's what it comes down to, bro. Like, it's slim pickings out here. So when you are a top 1% man, and I'm talking about spiritually, mentally, in the 1%, the floodgates are open for you, brother. It's endless opportunities out here for you in every facet of life, every area. Mind you, when I come on this channel, I don't really even want to talk too much about financial standpoints because I don't think that equates to what a man is. Money is an addition to you, but it's not who you are. It should help create a certain quality of life for you. You know what I mean? It should be used in a way that it could provide your family with a sense of security and peace. That they're not waking up stressing about if the lights are going to be on. Do they have food in the house? That's the benefits of money and just being able to do and live the way that you want to live. But I don't think that your identity should be rooted in the amount of money that you make. And you shouldn't feel less of yourself because you don't have a certain amount of money in your bank account. Remember, who does God say that you are? And start to operate and live from what does Christ say about you? And move in that manner. Like, as men, we are creators. We are builders. It's structure that we operate by. We got to get back to morals and principalities. It's not enough people living by a code, a standard anymore. It's not a lot of people standing on certain things. And I think that's why we see a lot of nonsense going on in society, because people aren't holding people accountable anymore. And this just goes for men holding men accountable, but this also goes for men holding women accountable. Straight up, these women will try to get over on you. I'm telling you, you got to stand on something. Because if you don't stand on something, you will fall for anything. And you will get played with, lied to, tricked out of your position in so many different ways. It's a powerful thing being a man. Embrace your authority in this world. We need you. We need more men. We need more men to be the men. Because, it's crazy out here. Standing on your word, being transparent about the things that you want out of life, the things that you say you're going to do. Being transparent to another person and in your relationship as well. That comes back to the vulnerability. That's what it's about, being a man, taking care of your responsibilities and your priorities, putting your family first, putting God first. Men usually get the short end of the stick, if I'm being real. Things are not in our favor, which is why we got to stick together, which is why we got to get back to how truly things are naturally. I don't see people fighting no more. Like, when I was coming up in high school, we was slap boxing. People was getting it in the bathroom after school. Like, I don't hear too much about that anymore. Everybody is so quick to get a gun. Everybody is so quick to handle things in that manner. And I think a lot of people don't really know how to take L's. A man is somebody that knows how to take an L, but he can bounce back and he can adjust and he can adapt. That is the measure of a man. How do you handle adversity? What do you do when your back is against the wall? You have to go through certain situations to test your manhood. I'm sorry. That just is what it is. As a man, you're going to go through something. You cannot escape it and you cannot run from it. but it's ultimately going to make you into the man that you aspire to become. We got to get back to that masculinity, y'all. Like, that's where it's at. That's where it's at. Get in that gym, pump some iron. Go learn a martial art, boxing, Muay Thai, jiu-jitsu. You got to tap in and channel that aggression. And I'm not talking about rah-rah, but when it's really time to handle business, you somebody that knows how to get down and handle business. And that goes for all areas of life. Work, business, relationally. When it comes to you having to protect your family, you can do that and you feel confident in that. That's the measure of a man. Really stepping into your authority. That Godfidence. That's what Godfidence is. Stepping into who it is that you truly are. Who does God say that you are? Who he is, you are. I will always continue to say that. Who he is, you are. And until you understand that, you will keep living outside of your true identity. You're an authoritative figure as a man. Step into that. Stop letting these women demasculate you. Stop letting your job demasculate you. Stop letting the world and society demasculate you. You are a man, and you are a man of God specifically, because God lives within you. So how you operate and you move should be a living example of how God is. And God is a dual, multidimensional being. He's love, but he is also somebody that knows how to turn that dog on when it's time to turn the dog on. Peace.